Hey folks, welcome you all to a new video. This is CA Ganesh Bharadwaj. So in this video, I am going to share with you all the exam preparation strategy for CMA Inter June and December 2024 exams with respect to paper 12 management accounting, right? So now this is going to be fairly a small video, right? And if you follow this strategy, definitely, for lesser efforts, relatively lesser efforts, you will be able to maximize the number of marks that you can score. Clear with this, guys? And now one more thing, this strategy video is, do not mistake this for as a license to omit any chapters. No, we are talking about prioritizing. Clear with this? So here we are going to prioritize the chapters, so that there are certain chapters which need to be covered no matter what, and with lesser amount of efforts you will be able to score the predominant portion of your exam paper, right? Once you cover that completely, then you can move on to the remaining chapters. Clear with this, guys? Now, as per our institute, CMA Institute study note, right, they have clearly given all the weightage, chapter wise weightage and all that, right? And you guys know that in management accounting you have 10 chapters, right? Now guys, now I have just classified into, personally I don't believe in this ABC analysis, like A important, B medium, C less important. No, I don't believe in all that. Rather, strategically you can actually move ahead with your preparation, wherein you can actually judge based on the efforts and the value, that is in terms of the marks that it is going to contribute. Now, purely based on that categorization, so first I would suggest you guys to do ABC, right? So predominantly we are going to follow the same order that is there in the study material, but I'll just tell you a few changes here. First, follow ABC. By ABC I mean activity based costing, relatively a smaller chapter, right? So you will be able to score 10 marks. Now, if you have covered, if you have finished paper 8, that is if you have finished group 1 or if you have prepared for group 1, now I would suggest that you start with ABC. No sir, I have not prepared group 1 and all. First I'm going to write group 2. That is, you don't have an idea about the overheads chapter. In that case, instead of ABC, I would suggest you to start with your divisional performance measurement chapter, that also carries a weightage of 10 marks. Now both these chapters are relatively smaller, right, but they contribute to 10% of your weightage in terms of marks. Clear with this, guys? So I would any day prefer to first start with ABC. If you feel, because ABC is an extension of overhead chapter which is ideally a part of paper 8, if you feel that you do not have a proper background of overhead chapter, then I would suggest that you start with divisional performance measurement, finish it off. It's a very small chapter. Clear with this, guys? Especially if your exam is in June 2024, right? So now what you can do is you can prioritize and finish off this chapter first. Then go on to marginal costing, applications of marginal costing and transfer pricing. These three chapters put together will have a weightage of 30 marks. Clear with this, guys, right? And the more importance is to marginal costing, because that forms the base on which the application of marginal costing and to some extent transfer pricing chapter is based on. So in this, do not interchange the sequence. Definitely between these three, first you do marginal costing, right? Preferably then you do applications of marginal costing and then transfer pricing. Do not change the sequence. Clear with this, guys, right? Then what you can do is, then you either take up standard costing first or you take up budget first. Now I will tell you the difference between the two chapters. Of course, not in technical terms. Technical terms, you guys know how they are different. We've seen it in depth. Standard costing and budgeting, both these chapters are, they carry a weightage of 15 marks. However, standard costing is the biggest chapter of all the chapters in your management accounting, whereas budgeting chapter is relatively a smaller chapter. So what I would suggest is, so after finishing these three as well, so ABC, then these three, right, marginal costing, applications of marginal costing and transfer pricing, go finish off budgeting. 15 more marks are there in your pocket. Now if you see 10 plus 30, 40 plus one more 15, 55 marks, you will be ready with this. Clear with this, guys? Now what you can do is, now you enter into standard costing and then you finish it off. Clear with this, guys? Now this way it will help you in actually completing 70 percentage of your overall paper in terms of weightage, you will be able to cover 70 percentage of your exam paper. So definitely you will be having a great level of confidence. Now you will be left out with the other chapters. So these 6 chapters contribute to 70 percentage of your weightage. The remaining 4 chapters put together just contribute to 30 percentage of your weightage. Now out of these 4 chapters, if you see this responsibility accounting and introduction to management accounting, these two are theory chapters carrying a weightage of 5 marks each, whereas this divisional performance measurement and decision theory carries 10 marks each. This is going to be the breakup. Clear with this, guys, right? So now what I'm saying, just to sum up, you first start off with ABC. If you don't have a proper background of overheads chapter, which is ideally a part of paper 8 cost accounting, then instead of ABC, you start off with divisional performance measurement, right? In terms of the content, or in terms of the time it takes to revise these 2 chapters, more or less they are the same. That's why I'm saying they are interchangeably usable, right? Then go on with these 3 core chapters in decision making, right? That is marginal costing, applications, and your transfer pricing. That fetches about 30 marks. And then go on to budget, and then come to standard costing, preferably, right? Then go on to budget, finish off standard costing. Now you will be done with 70 percentage in terms of weightage, and then the remaining chapters you can just quickly go through it once, right? So based on your availability of time, you can decide how much time to spend on the remaining chapters. Clear with this, guys? These 2 theory chapters, yes, maybe towards the end you can keep it, because even towards the end you can quickly revise, because practical chapters are the ones that you can't do it in the last minute also. That's why I'm pushing this towards the end. Are you clear with this, guys? If you follow this, now the chances are you might easily end up scoring an 80 plus for sure, provided you have a very strong conceptual knowledge. If you have just followed what I've mentioned to you in our regular batch, right, absolutely you will be able to score an 80 plus, right? The chances are very, very high. Clear with this, guys? So first, always remember, don't directly jump into 80 or 90. First, let us protect ourselves. Let us make sure that we cross that 40. For that, what we need to do, then the next 20, exemption is guaranteed, and then let's move further. Whatever we get from now on is going to be bonus. If you have this mindset, automatically you will be able to optimize your time and score the maximum possible marks. Clear with this, guys, right? So this is one preparation strategy that I wanted to share with you all. So with respect to management accounting, there are limited number of chapters, but again, follow the same priority that I have asked you to do. Clear with this, guys, right? So that's it from my side for today, guys. I will see you all in the next one. Thank you all so much. Have a great day ahead.